So I'm with a very familiar face from the world of European robotics. Uwe Haass, formerly Secretary General of EU Robotics, and indeed a key figure in the creation of European Robotics Week and particularly the central event. So Uwe, as you come to this latest central event here in Poznan, what stands out for you?
Well, I think this event has proven to become an important issue, an important focus on certain political events, political developments, I have to say. Because we can now, as we have seen in the presentations today and yesterday, robotics in schools and robotics and youth and students has become an important issue in most of the countries and regions. However, it is still, as we have seen also today, and we have talked about this today, it is not evenly distributed in Europe. It is still a matter of, let's say, singular events, singular motivation and singular developments in some regions, in some cities. For example, the contrast between some cities where schools are even starting in the primary school with robotics, and then where there is affluent material and motivation and background to support this, and then we see those lonesome fighters and motivated teachers who are developing concepts for rural areas, poor areas with high unemployment rate, especially youth unemployment rate, where we see a contrast which should disappear. And I think we have seen, this is what stands out of this European Robotics Week, especially now this event, and it shows how important this event is, because we need a focus. If we have 1,000 events all over Europe, it's very difficult to identify a common denominator. But now it is exactly what we want to point out where the needs are. And this is closing the scissors, and this was one of the important issues in this year.
Yes, I can see that you're passionate about this theme, and during your presentation during the earlier panel session today, you used a phrase that was that captured this point very pertinently, which was no child left behind, no region left behind by robotics. Could you elaborate on that?
Yes, I noticed that again there is a need to, if we believe in the necessity or even the advantage, let's say advantage for having robots in STEM education. I also see a lot of chances and opportunities. Robotics is good for soft skills, teamwork, even language. As we have heard today, English has become, students have become more fluent in English because they study English manuals, or the speech input-output system is using the English language. In any case, so there are plenty of advantages to use robots, and this is an opportunity which should be, in our European way of thinking, should be also made available to everybody to have equal opportunities. I think that is the basic idea, equal opportunity. It sounds like the advertising for new staff, but it is the necessity for Europe also to give member states a better chance in stopping migration and movement of highly qualified staff to other countries. All this, if we can give regions and member states better chance to come up and also team up and catch up with the more affluent member states, because I've seen the scissors are widening, and we should make sure the scissors are closing again. So this could be, and everybody's talking about this using the skills approach, and I figure, in my personal belief, it is robotics is one of the good ways to have interdisciplinary, team-related development, a more natural motivation to learn STEM subjects, but also now today, as we have heard, beyond STEM, it is a way to identify maybe culture, and with this example with the dragons, for example, I found very interesting. If we identify the myths of dragons and how this can be replicated in robots, for example, and so we have an intention, a motivation to look at our own history, compare our myths and our own legends about dragons in Europe, and see the versatility and variety of different approaches, and then have a pan-European movement of schools and students to work on this project, which is even the slowest learner. The slowest learner can participate and can relate to his project and to her project, and this makes it much more advantageous than, for example, competitions where teams are fighting for the best and fastest moving robot.
Okay, good. I must say that I was interested and amused to hear dragons being referred to in their presentation about robots. But as we've seen in that example from Serbia, then the two, art and science, can come together. So anyway, Uwe Haass, thank you very much.